Hello YouTube family members, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If you're just tuning in, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for returning back. I do not take you guys for granted. Thank you so much indeed. So it's just been a beautiful day. It's been an amazing day, and I felt I need to film this particular video because it's so dear to my heart. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about newlyweds advice, newlyweds relationship advice to newlyweds. Okay, and I hope that you're going to enjoy this particular video, even if you're not a newlywed or it's been long that you've been married. I guess this is going to be an insight for you, so stick tuned and stay to the end. And don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to give us a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that already. And yeah, I'll be grateful and I'll be glad to have you be part of our amazing family, because we got a lot of goodies coming up your way. The early days of marriage is usually an exciting phase, right? Which is very loving, exciting, fun, and filled with so much joy, right? And that is awesome, and it's a journey to be enjoyed. Marriage is a journey to be enjoyed, I must tell you. But sometimes we embark on some life twists, challenges here and there, which is actually okay. And you don't need to feel like you are going to be in this in a long time, no way. But I'm here to navigate this whole journey with you. So I'll be sharing with you guys in this particular video advice, right, that I feel are important for you to have in mind, and you should actually look into, and not just listening to my voice but also putting it in practice. Because even when we went through counseling, right, we're actually giving, as I'm just giving this as an example, we're actually giving this set of advice, but we find out that we actually just hear them, we don't put them into practice. So I would like to urge you all to, even as you're listening to my voice, probably maybe you have even gone through this counseling, which I'm quite sure of that you might have gone through, but you just forget it as time goes by, mostly when you're facing such kind of challenges of life, even in marriage, in the early days of being married. Okay, so as a newlywed, I'm going to be sharing with you guys this set of important advice that I feel are very important and vital. Okay, and I hope that you stick around and watch to the end, and I'm sure it's going to bless you as you watch. Okay, here is communication is key. Can never be overemphasized, right? Communication is very vital. It is key to any form of relationship. Talk more of marriage. So if you two are in a relationship or you're in a marriage, you should know that communication is very key, is very vital to your relationship. If you don't communicate, there is no how that your partner will know certain things pertaining to you. There is no how he or she will know how you feel or what you need. So you have to communicate effectively to your partner, right? So one thing that I've discovered, even as I've been married for about 3 years now, about 3 years now, I have gotten to understand that men and women communicate differently, entirely different. Sometimes most men are problem solvers. Their ways of communicating is just to solve problems, and they don't like to beat around the bush like we women like to. Like, we like to give stories here and there. Women, that's how we are. If I'm wrong, please type in the comment section. Let it not be that I'm the only one that thinks this way of women. But I feel like women are very emotional beings, but men are very logical, right? And they are problem solvers. Women are more empathetic and very emotional. So that you need to know that these are the difference that we have between them. I'm going to film particularly about this particular video. I'll be inviting someone, by the grace of God, to talk about this particular video, this particular topic, and I'm sure that you're going to be blessed by that. Okay, so going on, you should also know that as they all know that communication is key, you should know that you need to always express yourself to your partner, because they cannot read minds, they are not mind readers. It's very essential. I know that there are some people that have different love languages, okay, so you need to figure out what language or love language works for your husband or works for you as an individual. Get to know each other's love languages. If your partner's love language is quality time, I feel like most people, definitely if you're in a marriage, definitely quality time has to work for you. Or getting to spend more time with your partner is very essential. Getting to know what you both enjoying to do together, that will build bond, and in the long run, when you look back to it, when you remember that, it will help bring back memories to you, and you guys will talk about it, and it will be fun and loving. Okay, my next point is patience and understanding. You see the way I'm looking, like patience and understanding. Talking about just reading the word patience and understanding, like in marriage you need to build a lot of patience and be understanding with your partners, right? Being patient is very vital, because you guys are coming from different world entirely, different perspective, different views, so you need to learn how to understand and be patient. Be patient. Be patient with your partner. They will get things right in the long run. As time progresses, it is a learning process. Okay, so just be patient and learn in the process, and try to understand and connect. My next point is compromise. Compromise is vital. There cannot be two captains in a ship or in a boat, so you need to compromise most of the time. In a decision making, you guys have to compromise. One person will have to compromise for the other. Whatever decision you feel like, okay, let's say you have a situation at hand, and you brought your own idea, and your partner also brought his own idea. Which one are you supposed to take? You look at it, view it from different angles, and then go with the one that is suitable for you. Which one is, you feel like this one can actually go for it? If it is the wife that has that a greater idea for that particular situation, go for it. Don't be like, oh, because I'm the one, I'm the man, please don't do that. It has, I mean, even if the woman decides to compromise and allow the man to lead, he will get to know in the long run that, okay, yeah, I made I didn't make the right decision, okay, and in the later on, he will try to want to adjust to take the wife's advice when it comes, because I know that it happens most of the time in marriages, because the men want to be like, oh, I'm the husband, I'm the head, right? And some men tend to not want to take the advice of the woman, because they feel like they are not logical, or they cannot give right advice, so to say. But I'm telling you right now that most women tend to give even like reasonable look, because they think they are multitaskers. They kind of think and relate things here and there, right? If you tend to focus and like pick some things, even if you're not supposed to, if you're not going to take the whole advice of your wife, right, but you can pick out the things that you feel like are tangible and then add it up. What's there, right? That's what I'm just trying to say, is that just compromise. There is nothing that compromise is very vital in marriage, because how are you supposed to like work together if you don't compromise? In order to work together, in order for you to forge ahead, one will have to compromise for the other, okay, in order for you guys to work together. The next point is show respect and appreciation, and that does not just mean that it's just going to be for the husbands alone. I'm not trying to be feministic here. I'm not trying to be a feminist here, right? But I feel like because most men tend to be egoistic, that's why I'm trying to say that, maybe because I'm a woman, right? But I'm saying this, that show respect and appreciation to your partners both ways. It's not just one way thing, both ways. Even in the little gestures that they do here, little things that they do for you here and there, show appreciation, tend to appreciate them, right? It goes a long way. For me, I feel like helping me do something like as small as taking your child out in order for me to be able to do some things in the house. It's very helpful to me. It's I feel excited, I feel happy that you're able to help me or assist me with such kind of, even though it is your own responsibility as well, as like taking care of your own child is your responsibility, but I feel like I need to appreciate, because there is not all the men that does that, right? But so I feel like the little things, buying something grocery for you, or buying some gifts for you, or doing something petty, massaging you here and there, show appreciation and show respect. Respect, most men have, is something they hold there. If you're going somewhere or you're about to do something, which I for me I tend to forget most of the time. I tend to forget that, oh, I have a husband I'm supposed to relate with, and I tend to do some things even without like communicating with him to let him know, "Oh, this is what I want to do." Just for him to know, like just for him to be aware of. It's not like, I don't know if you understand, but yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is that you should show respect, mutual respect to your husband, okay, or to your wife. Saying individuality, right? Even though it is important that you remain a couple, right? It is also important that you have your own friends. You also go out with your friends, relate with them, with other people, like being an individual, okay? Um, I think I'm also speaking to myself as well in this particular point that I'm trying to give, right? When we tend to get married, we tend to leave our friends. We tend to focus more on our marriage and forget about our individual self, which is wrong. We are, first of all, individuals before we get married, before we become one, as it is called in the Bible, right? But you need to remember that you're, first of all, an individual before before you're a couple, right? So you need to also remember your hobbies, remember your friends, call them, hang out. But you need to also be aware of your duties as a wife, or duties as a husband. Not forget that you're now a couple. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, because people tend to forget these things. Like me, for instance, like when I got married, I just tend to for like push. I don't know if I actually pushed them away, but I just felt like I was alone. I was not having that privilege to like associate with my friends or interact with them like I used to, and I feel like it has affected me one way or the other. Not that in a bad way, but having to relate with people, network with people is very like-minded people that share the same vision and ideas with you. Okay, yeah, basically that's what I'm trying to say. My next point is conflict resolution. You cannot in a relationship not go into one conflict or the other, or have disagreement here and there. If marriage or in any form of relationship, even between your brother and your sister, you tend to have disagreements here and there, which is very normal. But the aspect of resolving those problems is what makes you grow stronger. Okay, if you tend to focus on doing blame games, who this person that is to blame, he or she is supposed to apologize first and all of that, it will like elongate everything and then break the relationship even more. So, but if you are able to figure out the solution to the problem, or find the solution to the problem, then yes, you guys will grow and be better. Okay, conflicts always make you better if you tend to find the solution and not blame people for what, like doing blame games. You understand? The point is, keep the romance alive. Yeah, after I'm very right. Keep the romance alive in your relationship. Don't allow it to go cold, which we tend to be. When we get married, we tend to be familiar with our partners. Me, for one, I have learned that we should not feel comfortable because, oh, he has already gotten me, we are now together, and yeah, that's all. What else? No, don't allow the romance to grow cold in your relationship. Always spice it up with date nights or doing something fun, something that you guys do together and can spark up memories in the long run. Okay, it is very vital, it is very important that you keep the romance alive. Okay, going for date night is one of the points that is very, it will help your relationship, mostly if you are spending quality time together. Not that you go for a late night and you're busy doing something else, you're not even spending time that you're supposed to spend with your partner, that quality time. It's not quantity time, it's quality time. Okay, each other's goals. It is vital as your partner, as a wife, as a husband, to support each other. You are his or her biggest cheerleader. Who else will be if not you? So you actually mentioned this. Don't forget to laugh with your partner. I know that it's not everybody that don't like has humor here and there, but try to bring up memories. Even if you're not someone that can create humor, but you need to learn. I mean, most times when you are in a challenging phase, laughing, bringing out things in the past that you guys have done in the past, something fun that you can bring back, can help you guys laugh and walk through that challenging phase that you are in. It has actually worked for me. Sometimes it doesn't, but at least you tried. Okay, but try and bring out that, I mean, bring humor to your life, to your marriage. You guys to do is to remember that every relationship is unique, right? So adapt these tips to your own situation and needs. Open communication and strong foundation of love and respect will help you build a successful and fulfilling marriage in the long run. Okay, so even with all of these tips, your relationship is unique to you. Your journey is unique to you. You are going to be the one to write it or drive it the way you want it to be read or to be seen. Okay, so I hope that this particular tips or advice of mine has been helpful, and I hope that you enjoy this particular video. Give a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, share to as many as possible, and yes, do well to comment in the comment section one or two things. Tell me that I look beautiful if you don't have anything to say. All right guys, see you guys, bye. Mwah.